So y'all, we finna learn about what it means to be what? A false Christ. Because he's supposed to be a bishop. I want to know who made him bishop. Now, God anoints Christ. Christ anoints man. But we're going to get into that, the few stones he tried to cast at me. But you know, he can't see me. But let's go to it, y'all.
All right, here we got a simple Negro. YahJew Judah is Christ walking the earth in the flesh. Really? Let's look at Matthew 24. Let's start at verse 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. Verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Well, YahJew Judah, you wanted some attention. Let's go to John 4:46. And it reads, So Jesus came again into Cana of Galilee, where he made the water wine. Where he made the water wine. And there was a certain nobleman whose son was sick of Capernaum. Now, I'm not even going to go too deep when Christ healed a young man. Let's deal with Christ made the water wine. Well, Mr. YahJew Judah, Negro that says he's Christ, I got a glass of water, all right, y'all. I want you to turn this into wine. I'll wait.
So now, y'all, as y'all can see, he wanted a sign, right? He wanted me to take a glass of water and turn it into wine. Now, we're not going to even get into the simplicity of the meaning of the parable of turning water into wine. And why he even went to Galilee and did it. The Sea of Galilee. Crossing the Jordan, dividing the waters. But we ain't gonna get into that. Let's get into what kind of people want to see a sign. It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seek after a sign, and there no sign shall be given unto it. So no sign is coming. But the sign of the prophet Jonah. Now, what was Jonah spit out? The belly of the beast. Where do I come from? The belly of the beast. But they not going to accept me being spit out. They're not going to accept me coming from captivity in prison, as it's written in Isaiah 53, that's about the suffering servant. They're not going to accept that. They're going to hold up a glass of water. But let's get into what? The Christ part. And let's get into what it really means to be a false Christ. Because Christ is a mediator for God. Now, if you're a bishop, who you speaking for? You're supposed to be speaking for God. But let's see how he's not speaking for God. He in his fleshly mind. Now see, this is what I've been anointed to do. And this is what God has sent me to do. So let me show you what I'm doing. It says, the word of the Lord God came to me. Son of man, prophesies against the prophets of Israel, who are now prophesying. Is now he prophesizing of Christ to come out the sky? Say to those who prophesize out of their own imaginations, hear the word of the Lord. Now, has Nathanyel seen anything? Has he seen Jesus? Has he seen any other prophets that he is reading from? I don't think so. Verse 3, it say, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Woe to the foolish prophets who follow their own spirit and have not seen nothing. What they call them? The blind leading the blind. It say your prophets Israel are like jackals among ruins. You have gone up to the breaches. You have not gone up to the breaches in the wall to repair it for the people of Israel, so that it will stand firm in the day of battle of the Lord. So they ain't going up and did nothing from you. They telling you to wait, because they can't do nothing. But they making you come to them, making you think they doing something, but they not. They not preparing nothing. They saying Christ's going to come out the sky and do all these things. So it says, their visions are false, and their divinations a lie, even though the Lord has not sent them. They say, the Lord declares, and expect him to fulfill their words. See, he got the glass of water up, and he want God to turn that into wine so he can believe it's God. It ain't gonna happen that way. That's why they prophesize to their own imaginations. So it says, have you not seen false visions and uttered lying divinations? When you say the Lord declares, though I have not spoken, you never heard Christ speak, but Christ speaking now. And as is written, my sheep hear my voice and not my book. So I hope you can understand what a false Christ is. It's someone that's acting like Christ, mediating for God, when it's written, there's only one mediator. I hope the Father has circumcised your hearts and ears for the message. I'm out.